Hey guys, day 26 of Autism Awareness Month. It was hey, it was a hard night, and this one won't fall asleep. So let's try to make this quick. So today I just wanted to talk about how not all of the states in the United States are the same when it comes to offering services for children with disabilities and autism. You may not know, but there are lists out there by different organizations rating the top cities and states for autism services, or best states for autistic children. I do know that some families, I've even personally known some families who have made the decision to move out of state just to get services for their autistic children. It may be a temporary thing just for the school years or a few years away to get evaluations and services started, or it may be a lifelong change. But when looking at these lists, you have to remember that laws change all the time. So what you see on that list may or may not still be available. So always find out from people who actually live in that state, look up the services. So up until just almost 2 years ago here in Louisiana, the waiver system was, like everyone told me, a 10 to 12 year wait list. And so that was daunting as, having newly diagnosed children, that once I got them on the list, it was going to be like up to 12 years before I even could get services from the waivers. Now it's a need-based. Hi. So when also looking at if you should move, if it's a good decision for your family, you have to figure out, even if you can get things like waivers, are there therapies available that the waivers cover? Like in our area, there's only like 1 or 2 places that do horse therapy, which is covered by a waiver. But even if we got it, we'd be on a wait list then for that therapy. There's a lot to think about in terms of, do you uproot your entire family just to get better services? I know that there's some states that on waiver systems, they let you pay yourself as a parent to be a caregiver, whereas like Louisiana, we can only have a direct care professional who lives outside the home, so we couldn't pay ourselves. Some of the top cities on these lists for best places to live for autism services include places like Boston, Chicago, New York City, Los Angeles, and that's awesome that they have better services there, but it's also a higher cost of living. So you have to factor in everything. Even if it's a possibility for you to move with your entire family to get better services, is it worth the cost? Literally, it's going to cost more to live in areas that have better services. So other than the waiver system, some other things that may be different are evaluation wait times, therapies, what kind of therapies, how many therapists there are in the area, education, homeschool laws. So that would definitely be a factor for my family. You have to also look to the future and see what kind of transition programs that they have in the area, what kind of supports they have for when the autistic person goes into the workforce, if they need additional help with all of that. And even looking way into the future, if you have small children, if they have supportive housing. So it's a lot to consider. There are lists out there, like I said, that will show which ones, based on different ratings, are the best places to live for autistic kids, but it all depends on your situation. So I'm not going to say that one city or state is the best for all autism families, because there's a lot to consider, and you have to consider what you want for your children and what actually is feasible for your family. So until next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.